Hey there, and welcome back to Modded Monster Train. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic today. I'm having a pretty good one, actually. It is a nice Friday for me, and that's just great. I have a good weekend ahead of me, got a lot done this week. It was really tiring, of course. It's pretty rough. It's interesting, I mentioned that this is a Friday for me, but the way I record these, I'm recording them well enough in advance in kind of batches, multiples in a couple days. So it's Friday for me, but when will this be uploaded? That's a great question because I don't upload on Fridays. So it's not going to be Friday for you. It's going to be something else, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I guess since this is modded, it'll have to be Wednesday or Sunday since I only upload them twice a week. But who knows? Whatever day it is, I hope you're having a great one. I hope you're just doing fantastic and that all of your Monster Train runs are victories, because that would just be swell. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're going to stick it today. I am going to briefly remind folks, if this is your first time joining us, what the mods are that I'm playing with. The most important one is the Unofficial Balance Patch. It's one that I maintain, that it's big content update to the game, changes a lot of cards. I think that this is a net nerf to most of the game strategies, but it normalizes the strength of things so that there are fewer dead cards. You're going to see always good cards. So you should always see a line to victory, but some of them are going to be tougher, like certain cards that are very overperforming in the base game will have been nerfed and things. I will point out any that I see in the run, just in case you've never seen them before, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, these other mods are either cosmetic in the case of More Boss Info, it's construction for Stoker, or it's frameworks for Trainworks. And yeah, that's what we're working with, so that's great news. The last run we had, if memory serves, was our 12-0 victory with, where is it? Yeah, actually, it was this guy. I was scrolling all around. It was the Spine Chief. We had an Animus of Will in the back doing, this was the Inspire Reap path, which is very exciting. And the only modded card I took in that run was nerfed. So it was technically harder than the base game. By a little, not by much, but it was technically harder. So I'll take it, all right? And I think I mentioned it already, but it puts us at a 12-0. Because of the way we're doing this, we're going backwards now in reverse order by clans, defaults, then exiles. That prevents us from having any weird like multi-runs with Wormkin or whatever. Of course, unless I random into it as an allied clan. And that puts us at Rector right now, I believe. Yes, absolutely. All right, so it's Rector with random, and let's see what we see. That's the part. Cool. Hopefully nothing too wild and crazy this time around. We have the Old Faithful, the once upon a time pre-DLC argued as the worst clan combo a long time ago. We have Default Melting with Default Umbra. We have Plating Sealed Daedalus. We have, this is Curse Fell and Patient Seraph with Dripfall, Space Prism, and Resin Removal. Only modded card here, Resin Removal has Permafrost on it. It's pretty nice, right? Because I could use that on Patient and some other things. I could use it on Emberdrain and things on top floor. It's a good card. I love Resin Removal in the mod. Or, in the base game too, but Permafrost makes it really solid, so... yeah, nothing too crazy. I don't feel particularly strong here, but it's also kind of hard to measure this with this kind of a start. They're mostly utility cards, right? So you've got Dripfall for interruption, Space Prism for space. I could go anything here. It's not a great Burnout run, but that's okay. I don't think it's a good Dark Calling run either, because there's nothing in Umbra you want to bring back at all. So I think if I saw Dark Calling alongside Burnout, I would have to send it on Burnout and hope for the best. We'll kind of see what we get. Let's look at the relic first. Okay, Combustible Wax I will take, because it means I can take Burnout Rector and just feel cozy. And Refracting Lens is fine. It's really strong, actually, okay? It's just like 10 HP a combat. Oh, this is tough. Because if I don't see Burnout Rector, I see, Harvest and Dark Calling. And Combustible Wax is actively bad for Dark Calling, because you would reform them and they would die slower, so you don't get a chance to reform them as much. Well, I think, refracting lens is really strong, but it doesn't give me direction. I'm going to take combustible wax here, and I don't know, maybe we see burnout. We do see burnout. It's the burnout dark calling, so means I feel significantly better about slamming combustible wax. We take burnout. I easily take this money, no problem, and we go into ring 1. No problem here. Spikes. I do not fear spikes. I can even resin removal them. Yeah, I don't fear spikes. Like, the boss just dies to Rector, so I'm not worried about it. Take more money. Feels good. Why is this slow? Gross. Speed up. Alright, we will play bottom. No surprise here. Play all my cards, I suppose. Stop 2 damage. Why not? Sure. 4 Ember. Train Steward mid. Well, let's see what's in Shade Splitter. If I see an attack morsel, I don't. Okay, so I do want the dollars. Yeah, I do want dollars here. I play morsel, and I play the resin removal on this floor because it means I can leak this priest, and I don't really care. And because I'm only at 10, this isn't upgraded, so Train Steward cleans house. Yeah, cool. I have so much space, I can just do this kind of thing. Sure, no problem. 3 turns is plenty to kill the boss, especially with all this. Very clean. Cool. Awesome. Really good start. Clean combat, take the trial, no damage. Molded. It's hard to say no to molded. Yeah, it's just going to be a reform. Yeah, I mean, Purifying Cleanse is really good, right? But I could also just let him die and bring him back. And with Burnout 6 from the wax, I don't mind. So we'll take Molded. This opens up so many lines. Alright, so there is a mod here. The mod is on Ember Cache, which is a common in the mod. The card that got swapped out is, if memory serves, Perils of Production. The reason I did that is because by the time you want to see Perils of Production, you can't see it anymore. It's always a perspective pick, which is not ideal. Ember Cache, it has a little bit of extra damage on the floor. Pretty strong. A good AoE option. It goes away because it's a consume, but very good. This would have been awesome if I had taken the Refracting Lens. It would have been 4 triggers. But we're going to a Remnant banner. I don't feel like I need morsels for anything right now. I'm just going to take the Ember Cache. It's a good card. Go right. See what's in the temple, I suppose. Intrinsic Space Prism. With a -2? Where does this -2 go? Nowhere. I value Intrinsic Space Prism a lot because it's essentially a boss relic. It's a guaranteed boss relic, and it means I don't have to take space elsewhere. Multi-strike in the shop. 10 damage shield multi-strike. Huh. I think Lady of the Reformed is overkill. I mean, it applies so much burnout it doesn't even matter, right? Multi-strike on Lady of the House is just fine, though, right? It's a good unit for that. Yeah, alright, I'll take this. Sure. Why not? Lady is unmodded. Oh, I should have pointed out. Let me pull her up in the logbook. I completely forgot. Where is it? It's not champion. It is a unit in melting. Lady of the Reformed is modded. Pull her up. Yeah. So she applies armor 2 to friendly burnout units as well as the burnout one. I did this because I like her doing something other than just burnout. She's a very low impact unit if the only thing you're doing is burnout stacking. And it can be okay because she is a vector for things like Rage from Paraffin Enforcer or whatever, but it's pretty low impact. So I gave her some armor stacking there, which I think is good. I will take this multi-strike, thanks. I will not reroll this. I have nothing I want to give Endless to or whatever, so sure. I will Intrinsic a Space Prism here. It's a little aggro, but I also think that this preemptively is not terrible and is so valuable. It means I never have to take space on this whole run, so that feels pretty good. I'm very confident into this with the multi-strike hit. I'll take a unit draft. Show me something else. This is a haste combat, a little spooky, but we're at middling shards, so it's not too bad. I'll play top here. Yeah, give them a chance to burn out some of their rage. Also means I can play mid with the train steward and catch anything, so cool. I can actually drop. Huh, I can drop one of these. We're gonna play the morsel first. And then a dreg to catch that. Ah, dang. An upgraded conduit infiltrator is spooky, huh? Yeah, not ideal. We'll see how we can address that. Maybe I don't get it. Yeah, I don't see anything great here. That's what kill, and then 2 hits. I could actually just play a drag here, right? And that does 9. Shame. I take 5. Kind of unavoidable, I suppose. Yeah, nothing I can do here. Shame, but it's okay. 5 damage dealt. Let's see. I'll take the Ember Cache, I suppose. It does kill the front fellow, which is good. You can clear their rage, which is pretty good, actually, right? Yeah. It gets 18 in. That's good. Alright, fine. I think we're fine here. They do jump up top, but 8 damage is not a lot. I have plenty. I would like a Burnout extender now, because they're on their last round before death right here. Cool, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. Wicklash is the best one here. They're all really good, though. I have Wicklash, Purifying Cleanse, and Hallowed Drippings. Hallowed Drippings is modded slightly. It does apply Armor 5 to the floor, as well as its Burnout, so that's good. Oh, pardon me for muting myself for a second. I had a real bad cough there. I'm glad I caught it. Wicklash is attack scaling, though, which I think is important. Will help a lot with Lady. The nice thing is it applies Burnout 5 because of the combustible wax, so that's just a huge amount, right? That's just huge. I will take this. It does mean that... It does mean that there is struggle for burning out eventually, right? But I can always reform Rector. That would be fine. I think Wicklash is good. Final take. Cool. Cool. I will take a Prismal Dust here because of Patient. That is a very good take. Yeah. The other ones were Immortal Trade and Space Prism. I don't need the Lifesteal because I can reform things, and I already have an intrinsic Space Prism, so whatever. We see some more units, right? Lady of the Reformed is fun. I see her here again. She would be really good. I mean, does this floor win if I do Lady, Rector, Lady? No. No, that floor has no scaling and does not win. I see Wickless Tycoon, not modded. I see Shadow Eater. Shadow Eater is interesting because it's pretty heavily modded. It is... Let's see, the change is that its card text says Sweep, Gorge, +4 attack, as 40 HP, and no attack to start. And its infusion is +10 HP and Gorge +2. So it's a completely different unit that is a sweeper, right? That wants morsels. This is a really useful thing for Umbra to have access to. Am I considering it here? Maybe. Right? Maybe. That is a really good answer to a lot of things. Gives me a good vector for quick if I go this route. It does mean I want to lean a little into morsels though, right? I do have Shade Splitters at least, but that's not great. I really don't want to lean too hard into that. Are there any infusions here I want? Let's see, so Lady's infusion is essentially summon at Burnout 6. I don't think I need Lady here with the Reform and the Wicklash. I'm gonna skip this, I think. Yeah. Not great. I was hoping to see something good. Maybe I see something good at this Merchant of Magic, I suppose. I don't have a good dupe, right? Nothing's upgraded. Yeah, no way. I go left. HP's fine. A -1. I'm always going to -1 both Molded and Wicklash, so I might as well do that first. This double stack is not it. No, it's not it. I could double stack Prismal Dust to create a really good answer to Patient, but I think that's too aggro on my unit, my money, right? We'll re-roll this. I can't do Surge Stone in anything, so. Holdover, excellent. If I get to hold over a card, because of Combustible Wax, it's not molded. The holdover is on Wicklash. For sure. Yeah, lock it in. This is excellent burnout management. Yeah. Absolutely great news. Cool. I am fine sacrificing HP here for money. It lets me be really aggro at this steel shop, I think. And I just got 20, so I'm cool with this. I don't think I leak anything in this next combat. Yeah, we have Rector kill a front heavy, and then we have 2 slams in the back from Lady. I'm willing to sack this. This is not a good ratio, but it puts me pretty far ahead, and it lets me aggressively take value from the Pyro Remains I just got here. So it also means I do not need to take these Divine Boons. I have 250 gold. That's a lot of gold. All right, let's move ahead. That was a really good side. We saw holdover, some key -1s, and we got to convert Pyro Remains into other stuff, so I'm fine playing bottom here. It's a really good bottom play. Can stop some damage here and take a morsel, sure. Yeah, this is fine. Pretty clean, I think. Nothing to reform yet. We just kind of clear the floor again, which is neat. I will play double... Well, I'll play a Train Steward. Actually, I can just send a Train Steward to hell up top and play another one mid. That's cool. Right, because it dies to the bomb, which is excellent. Cool. Oh no, I took damage. This is the point where I would be burning out right now without Combustible Wax. I mean, granted, the run would look very different because I would be taking... What's the word? I would have had Lady of the Reformed here, but it's fine. I'll take Ember, actually, and put this morsel up in mid. It's fine. Alright, show me Wicklash, please. Okay, not yet, apparently. Huff. Alright, we do... I am guaranteed to see it in time, at least. Alright, so... That's good. I am guaranteed to see it in time. The holdover made a huge difference here. Wow. Alright. I'll take this Prismal Dust right now. That's fine. We go into Relentless. I would have a Burnout problem, but I think we get it with, yeah, just one of them. Sure. Cool. That was a really bad draw order, and yet we still got there. So, neat. Thanks, Rector. Very cool. I'll Lady did some work too. I would like some scaling here. Blazing Bolts, Intent on Death, and Wretch. None of these are modded. I don't want these cards, right? What do I do with these cards? Nothing is the answer, so I skip these cards. Cool. Unit-wise, we see Crucible Collector, Morsel Master, and Wickless Tycoon. Well, these are all terrible. I am going to the Steel Banner, so I do see another Remnant Banner. This is tough because there's no good infusion here, right? Do I self-infuse the Lady? I dupe her? I mean, her self-infusion is not particularly great either, but I mean, I guess it's okay. We'll skip. I don't see anything enticing here, and those are not worth the 25 shards. I don't need space, right? Because I have the intrinsic space prism. I don't need energy. Most of my stuff's free, or it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to take draw here. which is pretty nice. Alright, Steel Shop, show me your ways. Give me a good unit here, maybe Endless 25 damage shield. I mean, we see the other lady. Lady of the Reformed is not it. I don't need the extra burnout. I guess I just take double lady. This is really bad, actually. I self-infuse. Is the self-infuse ever worth 15 attack? No. No, not at all. Like, just taking a Dreg infusion is... Okay, so Dreg is, like, objectively worse, but it at least removes a Dreg from the deck. This is not good. I have no offensive scaling on this run. I was shown nothing. Okay. With no offensive scaling, I am very concerned. How would I have approached this in the base game? What was I shown? I mean, I guess I could have taken Shadow Eater. Well, it's hard to remember what all I was shown in the base game changes for him. I probably would have leaned Morsels a little harder and then taken the Crucible Collector in the base game. It's hard to predict how this would look in the normal game because it's not the normal game. And every decision kind of changes based on that. So, alright, well, if I'm going to self-infuse, it's actually better to take the lady here and just take the 15 attack and be okay with it. The nice thing is then if I dupe it, she gets Burnout 12, I think it is, because well, maybe it's actually stacks up, so Burnout 9. Not good, right? Not a good setup. I'll do this. It prevents me from having to dupe her, which is fine. Endless and 25. Not it here. Not it. Another multi-strike, so okay, we have this. I at least saw the Wicklash, so this isn't terrible. Double multi-strike Lady of the House gets there, I think. I will remove... Right? Am I removing? I think so. I'm going to the Merchant of Magic next, so I get even more removals. I'll take 60 into a remove Train Steward here. I think that's fine. We just kind of chill on these other ones, and I take this Horde. Shade Lamp. Is Shade Lamp good? Shade Lamp's fun. I don't have a morsel plan. Yeah, I don't have a morsel plan. I think it's Winged Indulgence. It just helps on the Divinity, and it helps on everything in between. Yeah, it's a fine relic. I like it a lot. Is there ever an argument to pivot to Harvest here? Are we ever clearing enough waves? No, I need the stat line from Burnout. I need the HP immediately. Yeah, okay. Never a reason to pivot. And we're good. I don't need another Steel Shop in this whole run. Weird. Okay. Heaven's Seal. This is cursed, so it's slow. I can take this. I also can play both of the ladies, right? Yeah. This is a slow combat. Thank you, Space Prism. Very cool. I put a Dreg in front. It takes the sap. Yeah, cool. Take this morsel and play a Dreg mid. Fine. Pretty strong. Good start. Good start. Lifesteal, immediate value. I'm going to Ember Cash up top to catch the Collector. Very cool. Like money. Is Lady better than just 2 Dregs? Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's a big beefcake. I can do this. Double Lady. We feed to, I don't know, that thing. Sure, why not? This will clobber this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. We take the first Wicklash into the back lady. She's the most important one. I guess I can reform a Dreg. Sure. I may as well save damage on Rector. I have the Ember for all this nonsense, so I might as well. Cool. I will put this into Rector just so it lives through Relentless. Right. Stop 8. None of this really matters too much. Don't play the Dreg. Don't play Shade Splitters. Sure. I think this clobbers, right? There's no way this doesn't. Space Prism. Yeah, there's no way this does not clobber here. Sure. I think this is pretty clean. We just destroy here. Yeah, absolutely demolished. Great news. Cool. Yeah, this boss never stood a chance. Play bottom, kill everything. I self-infuse here. You know, Worn Grindstone? Sure. I like it. Let's do it. Alright, we have Votivary, Memento Mori, and Crushing Demise. Memento Mori is interesting because it's modded in this run, in the mod. It is 2 costs instead of 3. It reads, sacrifice a unit. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 15 times the number of non-morsel units in your deck. Currently it's 165 damage because I have dregs and a bunch of stuff. In the end game, I'm removing 3 train stewards and I'm infusing a lady. I am duping the lady though, so it'll be the lady's a wash. So the only thing is I -3 here, so that's -45. It does 120 for a sacrifice. Who am I killing though? Answer is probably no one. I think I'm taking Crushing Demise for sure. This is definitely the pick because it helps me handle things that go up that just have more HP, or I couldn't address quick enough. Alright, modded, we have Void Binding, Ember Forge, and Grovel. Grovel is the same. Void Binding is a rare in the mod instead of an uncommon, and it cannot be played on enemies. There was a really bizarre interaction where you could Void Binding enemies in the base game, and there's no real reason to do that. It's really, really bad. There's never a case you'd want to, so you can't anymore. It's just a friendly unit, which is pretty consistent with applying Emberdrain. All other Emberdrain cards are allies only, so. Ember Forge is extremely better. It's 2 space instead of 3. It says resolve, add an uncommon or rare morsel unit to your hand, still gives +2 Ember per turn, and it has the same stat line. Very good. I don't think the infusion is modded, 20 HP and 2 Ember per turn. It might actually be 1 Ember per turn in the base game. And I just brought it up to 2 because why the hell are you going to cut Ember Forge short like that? So, yeah. I don't think I take these at this point. Void Binding is fun. I do have resin removal. I'm going to take Void Binding. Crazy. That's actually really strong. It gives a bunch of rage and stuff. I never need Merchant of Steel ever, so I go left here for this magic and the removals and stuff. I will infuse here. -2, huh? -2 and a +10 with piercing. I'm going to infuse one lady into the other. I think this goes to Burnout 9 because of the way this works and stacks up. It doesn't go 2 separate instances of 6. Yeah, Burnout 9. Fun. That is a really good infusion of damage. 55 by 3 and 75. I mean, that's 107, 165 damage right there. Cool. I am going to dupe her at some point, but not now. Maybe next ring, actually. Huh. Remove 2 train stewards. Goodbye. And goodbye. 60 into ring 5. A little spooky, but we're strong. -1 goes into Void Binding here. Definitely. I could actually freeze Void Binding. Is that good? No. I could hold over Void Binding. I'm going to take the -1 into Void Binding here. And then the freeze is nowhere. I could freeze Crushing Demise. No, what am I? I don't need this. This is not a worthwhile spend. Is it? What else am I spending money on? I have all the multi-strikes I need. There are no good relics that I could see. I mean, like, there's some, right? Flicker's Liquor, some stuff like that, but it just doesn't matter. And I'm not even going to a shop next floor. I'm going to freeze Crushing Demise. That's kind of bizarre. It means that I draw it on a weird turn and I always have it for when I need to do stuff. And basically just kill a mini-boss or something. Yeah, sure. That's strong. That's good. I reroll. Show me holdover. No? Okay. Double stack. It's interesting. I could double stack Void Binding. The nice thing about holdover here is that with holdover Void Binding, I'm not playing anything else that really matters, right? Like, I would put this -1 into resin removal so I could always clear the Emberdrain and play other stuff if I need to. And it opens me up to a really good perils of production that I could see at this point. But double stack is better for the one turn where I have void, or I draw void binding with resin removal in my hand, right? And then this is just 12 rage, which is a big offensive infusion, and 4 damage shield, which is pretty solid. And then I can immediately clear the Emberdrain with resin removal. Pretty good. I might think about that. The -1 here is... Since I missed holdover, it's not in resin removal, so I'm going to put it into Crushing Demise, I suppose. The problem is, like, if I'm freezing it, I'm not playing this every time I draw it, right? Almost never, especially with bottom floor setups. I may not set up bottom floor later on, actually. We'll have to see. But what else am I doing? Shade Splitters are dead, just remove them. A -1 is low impact and Prismal Dust, Drip Falls or whatever, Ember Cache consumes. I'm going to put it into Crushing Demise. I think this is fine. And do I take this double stack? Is this a good enough line? If I remove enough cards, yes. My ultimate goal would be to clear out the last Train Steward and all 5 Shade Splitters, which takes me down to 20 cards, and I play out the dregs. So I go to 15. At 15 on the redraw, so it's actually 13 with the Space Prisms gone. And 12 with the Ember Cache gone. Huh. It's a pretty small deck. Let's draw everything in 2 turns. In which case this Void Binding is fine. Yeah, I'll take double stack on this. This is actually good enough for me to take. Cool. Let's move on now. I'm not really worried about this. I have a very well infused Lady of the House. I don't care about Ancient Hate with Spell Shield. I have 1 spell damage card in the form of Ember Cache. Yeah, take this. That's fine. Cool. I'm probably playing top. That's a really scary infusion. Wow. But I see the Crushing Demise. I could play bottom, right? Playing bottom here means I clear the front 2 and I Crushing Demise this thing on a higher floor. It's really good. That is really good. And it also opens up being able to reform something. Huh. How much damage am I doing? Let's see, I mean, I don't actually care about this Crushing Demise, right? Yeah, I don't care about this. I don't need to bait myself into bottom floor here. I do enough damage. I'm doing 165 on Lady, and Rector kills one of these dudes. We're fine. We'll just go top. We have Burnout 6. I don't care. Yeah. Play both Space Prisms. Now I'm going to play the resin removal now to save... Do I care about this Burnout? What am I playing? Yeah, I actually don't care about the Emberdrain. I'm going to save this for Void Binding, which is going to be more useful. Yeah, fine. Cool. Cool. Let's see. Is there any way I can get this whatchamacallit? I don't think there's any way I can get the collector here. This is a good turn for Crushing Demise, though. I could Drip Fall the collector, right? I do feed a lot of armor if I do this, though, huh? I can't play this. No. Can I greed for this? I can if I play a drag up top, right? Because it does 85, 55, and then 110 into this thing. But if I put the drag in the middle here, it pings out this sycophant, and then we do enough. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, right? Because of this thing's armor. I think I need a Crushing Demise first. Cool. Okay, that's fine. We Crushing Demise first, which means now we kill it. Right? Because Rector slams this, it goes to 180. This does 165, so I just need to play another 15 damage somehow. Play another 15 damage somehow. I can actually... Hold up. I Drip Fall... Yeah, I Drip Fall the Collector. It goes to the front next turn, which is fine. I play... Train Steward? Interesting. If I Train Steward, I farm another... I don't actually get the kill here, right? Yeah. I don't think I play these. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to play double drag up top, which means Shade Splitter first. Yeah, cool. Double drag. And you'll see why in a second. Yeah, we get it. See, he clicks this. This is an exact... Oh, well, that's actually much better than exact because of the grindstone, right? It's not 9s, it's 14s. So it's actually 10 more damage than I need, but that's fine. Because this guy has 180. With 180, we do 165. I need 15, so 2 hits here is enough. Yeah, cool. I would need an absolute miracle to hit this collector here, right? I guess I need to look at the Shade Splitter first, huh? Alright, I mean, Antumbra Morsel is part of the miracle. Because basically I need to get this drag down and get it to swing on this collector. Right? That kills. So the question becomes, can I tank a 5 and then 28? This Antumbra catches the 5 and the 14, so now I just need one more morsel. Alright, I mean, we kind of hit the jackpot here. I can do Antumbra. I mean, this farms some armor here, but fine. I do this, and then drag, and we get it. Yeah, cool. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. That's really good. We do get the collector at the expense of 30 armor into this tank, which I'm okay with for now. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's good dollars. Alright, we have a really good turn here. I'm going to play Wicklash into the lady. I'm going to double stack Void Binding her for a humongous infusion of damage. Immediately Resin Removal that. I go one floor down. I'm splitting the Clipped Defender away with Drip Fall. That makes this floor very clean. I need to be careful about this next floor, but I think I can split it up too. I'm going to just... I don't need the Shade Splitter. I'm going to Ember Cache. Top, I guess, is the best choice. Doesn't really change much, but fine. I could tank this 5, right? It doesn't change anything. Yeah, we kill anyway. I'll take 5 less on Rector, sure. Cool. I need another Drip Fall at some point in the future of history. You would love to see that, but you might not. I'm going to look at the Shade Splitter, and Antumbra Morsel is excellent. It saves a lot. And then I'm going to take 2 damage shield on Rector here. Cool. I'm going to burn out this drag on the bottom. Neat. We saw a lot of upgraded dudes here, which is a little spooky. We clear everything that matters? Kind of, right? Kind of. There is a Sycophant on this floor, so this defender will go up with some power. I'm gonna... Did I put a -1 into that resin removal? I did not. I did not. I could Void Binding the back dude. Hold up. Hold up. It's burning out, right? So I can do this. 33 is great. This adds 24. Yo, we're so close. Oh, that's unfortunate. I take 2 damage. Womp womp. It's fine, I guess. It's 1 damage because of the Winged Indulgence. Shame. Shame, shame. Cool, just keep the Whiplash going. You may notice I let Rector burn out, but I don't really care that much here. Does not super matter. This trains through does nothing. Well, never punished anyway. But you see, I didn't even need him, right? I didn't care. I could just pump into Lady and it was fine. But I may as well bring Rector back since I drew the important card. Yeah, we one turn it. Cool. Well, the days carried over is what mattered. But yeah, took 1 damage. Sad. It's fine. Interesting. So modded stuff. There's 2 modded cards here, Devourer of Death and Remnant Pact. Remnant Pact costs 2 Ember instead of 1. I don't particularly care about Endless here. No. And then Devourer of Death, the only change here is that it scales a little less, so it's 10x instead of 15, but Soul is persistent on reform. So this unit dies, and if you reform it, it still has its Soul, which is really, really important. I could reasonably take this here, right? I could reasonably take Devourer. This is a 3 rare pack, actually. Wow. Devourer, Remnant Pact, and Intent on Death, all in 1 draft. That's obscene. The rarity of this chance of this roll is out of this roll, out of this roll, out of this world. Huh, wow, that's crazy. Okay, I could take Devourer, slot him into the floor, and then, I don't know, have him die, I guess. He does help with backlines, which I don't think we really do anything about right now. I'm going to take him because I think he opens up some useful lines. I do see the Perils of Production. This is why Perils of Production is such a good uncommon, because you see it after you see other stuff. And I will take Perils of Production here. Yes, I have the Void Binding. I can kind of lean a little into that as my offensive scaling. I go right here for the dupe. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna look at this cavern first. Maybe I get an overflow. I don't. I do not. And the tint remains. If I reform stuff. Interesting, right? It is just another like plus 10 here, which is fine. Oh, no, I guess it's only plus 4 here because I don't. Well, no, it's plus 4, but I get 3 dead weights. I don't really want to clutter my deck with this crap, though, is I think where we're at. There's no downside to playing the Calcified Embers. It helps on the Divinity combat. I could do that, right? I will probably get a chance to play them out pretty comfortably. I'll take Ember Stasis. I don't think this is ever bad. I can always play them out, no problem. So, fine. Temple, -2. I don't think this -2 does what I want. Another Intrinsic, huh? Intrinsic resin removal? No, I don't think so. I didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about my shards because I have so many temples on this run, but I'm at 60. I'm duping Lady for 75, so I need 25 more. I can get it at the next temple, right? Right. Cool. And there's nothing I want to infuse here, so I don't really care. The double Lady will make this floor very powerful. And I'll probably oscillate who gets the Whiplashes because I need to get their burnouts up. Yeah, that's fine. This is a really good Lady of the House. Wow. So that means my floor is now going to be at the Divinity doing 150 plus 165 times 2. So that's what? 330 and 150, which is 480. So 480 is behind the curve of where I need to be to clear all the Divinity waves by about 100 damage or 150 damage or so. So if we assume I have a little bit of scaling from Void Binding and Whiplash, I think we get there. And then, you know, Crushing Demise to help a little. I think we get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Cool. That's good to know. I need a magic shop now. I'll go left for the magic shop next. Yeah, fine. Cool. Cool. All right, Fel. I think Fel stands no chance against this floor. Yeah, I don't think so. There was an argument for going back and taking the Memento Mori here and using it to kill Rector to refresh its HP by reforming it. Kind of interesting. But doesn't really matter, I suppose. Sure, have fun, kids. We clear the floor, no problem. Sap going through is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Play our other lady, and we just kind of cruise from this point, I think. Play a train steward, sure, why not? This bottom floor is really strong. Unfortunate turn for Ultimate Penance. I would have loved to have just slammed out an Ember here, but it's okay. I don't want to take this damage. I will drip fall the 14x2 in the back. Saves a lot. Neat. We clear everything. Wicklash, good. Yeah, Wicklash, good. I'm going to put the first Wicklash on Lady. I'm going to tank with the drag. Sure, just trying to playing cards. They don't matter a ton. Cool, we just slammed. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Dang, you know, really bad draws on these penances. I'm hitting them on the same time as the calcified embers, and it's not worth trading Pyre HP here, so it's a shame, but it's fine. You know, actually, I should Crushing Demise bottom here, because I have the molded in hand. Yeah. Fine, I can just reform that lady back immediately now. And put her in front. Cool. In an ideal world, I hit Rector there, but fine. I think we win no matter what here, so cool. It's a pretty straightforward run, I suppose. Because of that draw order, I kind of want to Wicklash Rector here. Yeah, I will. Then I'll tank with another Dreg. Drip fall the 8 damage unit. This would have been another great turn for a Calcified Ember. Sadly. I'm just going to play out the Dregs. Because I don't want to draw them. All of these Embers, show me the goods, please. Alright, well we see Void Binding, which is great news. I put it in the front here. I'm going to play Resin Removal. Wicklash on the back. Do this, reform a Dreg, because why not? I'm actually just going to reform a Magma Morsel. I don't have space for it. Of course I don't. I knew that, actually. I can just play it on top. It has Burnout 4. No, alright, we won't. I don't want the Emberdrain. I would like to get out one Calcified Ember here, at least. Alright, yeah, we get one. Neat. Cool. Cool. I mean, our damage is really good. Neat. Just get destroyed. Fell. Fine. Cool. Our damage looks good there. Another Devourer of Death. I don't think I need to. I could take the Remnant Pact. Wow, you know, Devourer of Death, Remnant Pact again. Huh. No, I don't need these. It's fine. I have 31 cards. I gotta play more of these Embers out. What do I do here? Ember or space? Or more draw? I don't need space because I have the Space Prism set up. So I always immediately have 6 space on the floor that I care about. Right. Ember is kind of pointless. Yeah, definitely pointless. I'm just going to take double draw. Double draw on my Rector run feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I'll go left. I want a magic shop, and the steel shop on the other side does absolutely nothing for me. Take a -1 into resin removal. This lets me preemptively play Void Bindings now, which is good. +10 doesn't matter. Remove Consume. I don't think it's this. Remove Space Prism, no. Look at this Temple. +30, huh? Purge. A Purge is good, actually. right? Because I need to take the 15 here at least, or it's tough. The Purge is actually really good because I can get rid of a Shade Splitter, and the 30 does almost nothing for me. I don't really care about Ember Cash going up to 35. Kind of weird. I could take Dark Calling here, but why? No one's dying. I'll take Burnout. 3, it's fine. Let's re-roll the shop. I think I'm just going to buy a number of removals here. I could remove Consume on Ember Cash and use it as a backline plan. Is that good? With the plus 30? I don't know. This would be the first time I've ever done this. Remove Consume Ember Cash. I would like this plus 30 to be good. It's one of the reasons I took this Ember Cash, right? Yeah, it's one of the reasons I took it. Would I spend 2 Ember for that? Maybe? Maybe, right? It's kind of weird. It's a big hit. It is a big hit. It's 35 AoE damage. That's pretty good. Right? That's pretty solid. I would really like to purge a Shade Splitter here. I could actually do both of these and then just not take the money on Ring 10 or Ring 8. Words are hard. I will definitely take the Shade Splitter purge. This is just good. And I don't want this card, so that's excellent. Cool. And then Extreme Stone, Ember Cash. I think I have to take this. The alternative is duping Lady again, which I guess I could do. Stick her on another floor. That's actually better than this Extreme Stone nonsense, right? It totally is. I go right anyway because I want the Merchant of Magic. I would love the Vortex though, but sadly it doesn't line up. And then I dupe a third Lady and just stick her on another floor as cleanup. That's fine with me, right? And if one of them burns out, I can just reform it. Okay. Okay, I'm cool with that. Double stack. No holdover, it's fine. I just take another -1 into something useful, I suppose. Dripfall, something I want to play if I do something weird with Emberdrain, right? There is the argument again for double stack Prismal Dust. This might actually be important. I'm going to click this because I have the Ember for it, and I'll put a -1 into it on the next floor. I'm going to buy a removal on Train Steward here. It's Ring 7. Get out of my deck, buddy. And I'm going to buy another Purge on Shade Splitter. Not the one that I upgraded, though, fortunately. So I'm at 28 cards now, essentially, which is solid. Yes. Cool. I can take Armor Trial here. It is Empire Wings, but I don't really care about them. Yeah, we'll just send them. I'm probably playing top, right? Although with a draw like this, bottom is fine too, huh? No turn one. I do lose my next turn entirely, though, because of the Emberdrain, sadly. But this is fine. I do Lady, double Lady, yeah. I mean, this is really strong. This just cleans house. I play Dreg. Hold up, what's in the Shade Splitter? Ember. I like Ember. I'm going to put Ember Morsel up top, Dreg up top, and then this Perils does nothing here. This gives me 1 Ember for next turn, which is something. Good hit on top there. I got the Collector for free. I just play this Dreg, I think. Takes 15 for me. Sure. Cool. Neat. Yeah, sure. Morsel Jeweler up top. Why not? And we just freeze the Crushing Demise and Resin removal for better turns. Where are we at? I can play Wicklash, and I can use a Calcified Ember here, which is good. Get it out of here, please, and thank you. Cool. That's excellent. And I Dripfall the Pyre Wings to save on the Emberdrain. Cool. I do lose the Void Binding in exchange for that, but I feel okay right now, so I'm fine doing that. Excellent Dripfall draw. Love to see it. We need to spread out. Hold up. First order of business is Crushing Demise. I don't have the Reform on this turn. What am I thinking? Yeah, that's just kind of stupid of me if I want to do that. Right. Yeah, that's just dumb. Don't do dumb things. I'm going to put this Devourer in, and it's just going to farm up some value. I Dripfall the 24x2 to save a lot. We just send a couple dregs on the mid-floor. Yeah, this is good. On the turn I draw the Reform, I am going to play it. Yeah, okay, so I, of course, play the Purge Shade Splitter. Get it out of here. We're going to... Interesting. I'm going to Crushing Demise first. Fine. Good. I now Reform the lady. She's great. I will Wicklash onto the other lady now. Yep. I'm gonna play Shade Splitter. Maybe it's Ember. It's not Ember. It's fine. I'll get rid of Ember Cash. There's no reason not to. I'll just drop another Dragon mid and we're fine. Nothing too useful. I do lose the Devourer, but I don't really care that much. It's kind of what its purpose was to just blast a bit. Do I let Rector burn out? Yeah, totally, actually. No, there's no reason to, right? This is -2 Ember next turn, if I do this. Hold up, I can get here, right? I can get there, yeah. Okay, because I get 3 Ember from Peril, so I take the Shade Splitter. Right. I put the morsel down. I Perils of Production the morsel. I Wicklash Rector. And I get rid of the Calcified Ember. Excellent. And I don't have to burn the resin removal, which mattered because I want to save it for the upcoming Void Binding. Awesome. Yep, we win, no problem. Yeah, alright, fine. Is there anything I want to play out here otherwise? No, cool. We're down to 26 cards. A very good turn. Very good combat for me. I'm going to play the Void Binding because I want to see what my numbers get to here. What, 15 Rage Infusion, so 330 with 225, so that's 555 plus 160 is... Alright, I mean, we're over 700. Over 700 is good. And we'll have another lady on another floor just kind of slapping and getting reformed periodically. That's pretty solid. I think this wins. There's that Memento Mori again. Sacrifice a unit. It's doing 135. It's going to be back up to 150 when I do this dupe. It's not bad. Does kill a unit outright. I can just do that wacky stuff with the... whatchamacallit? Crushing Demise. Mortal Entrapment is intriguing for Patient. I think Patient's kind of the only thing that really terrifies me here. I don't think I need this, though. I have the damage shield for the Relentless phase. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I'll put that damage shield on the middle lady, so that when Rector inevitably gets slammed by melee weakness and stuff, regardless of where his life is at, the damage shield will go towards Relentless. So I think I skip this. It's fine. Emberforge Grovel Feast. Nope. These are not it today, friend. Don't need the morsels, don't need anything else. We go right for the dupe. I need the dupe in order to even reach the Divinity here. Cool. Permafrost is fun, I suppose. I could Permafrost Molded. I have enough money. You're going to have to show me some wild trinkets for me to care. Flicker's Liquor is fun. It is free Ember. But I'm not spending my Ember, is the most important thing, right? And my deck's already so cheap because I've gone to so many magic shops. I would rather have removals. Yeah, fine. Chain of Gems does some fun stuff with morsels, right? I can chump a block with morsels. I think I'm gonna buy Chain of Gems. I'm leaning towards that, thanks in large part to Patient. We take a -1 into this Prismal Dust. There's an argument to freeze it, but no. I don't want that to happen. You think about the numbers here, the break-even point is really bad at -1 here. Yeah, break-even point's terrible. If you play this at 2 Ember, you get 2 damage shield, which is the same as if I hadn't put the double stack in it at all. And at 3 Ember, you get +1 damage shield, which, since that's where I'm at in terms of Ember cost, this is like never good. Whereas with the -1, I can beat the base number at any level. And 6 damage shield is huge value. So we're going to take the -1 here. +10 does not matter. I wouldn't mind 15 damage on this Ember Cache, I suppose. It doesn't really matter, though, does it? Not really. It's not really worth it. The Permafrost probably goes unmolded because I want to freeform on specific turns. I don't mind. Yeah, I'm going to freeze that. If they show me a holdover, I'm going to put it in a Perils of Production, and we're going to just become Emberdrain. Yeah, reroll. Remove Consume. Not it, friends. I'll take another -1 into the other Drip Fall because I actually want to play it. I now go over here and I dupe the lady. No reason not to wait. This gets me to 100. Very cleanly. Yep. I buy Chain of Gems. I will re-roll this. Resin block? Things aren't dying enough. I have too much burnout. I just take the removal here on one of my remaining 2 Shade Splitters, which is just fine by me. Yes. 100 out of 100. Spent all of our money. Going to the Divinity. Looking pretty cozy here. Alright, let's see what Patient has to offer. Let me make sure I spent all my money. 20 in Consume, can't even spend it. Yeah, alright, fine. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. 100 out of 100. I always have to say it out loud because I regularly would mess it up otherwise. Alright, with this draw, I'm definitely playing bottom. But I think I put... we're definitely going bottom. There's no way around that. Bottom is definitely where I'm going on this run. I'll take the extra space on bottom. I could either rally him. I think I put a drag up top as bait. I don't want to give up the Emberdrain though, huh? I'm just going to put the Dragon Front down here. That's fine. I am going to Ember Cache mid so I don't take that 15 or have to think about it. I will take a melee weakness, but it's fine. 113 damage. Oh boy. Going to play a drag mid with the other lady. I could stop a big chunk of this number, right? Yeah, I'll stop a big chunk. It's like, what is that, 42 damage incoming? That's good. That's worth it. We do a 220 into the boss, so we're overflowing this floor pretty comfy, which I like to see. Sure, it's a good amount of damage. Pretty solid mid-floor here. We have a really good setup on everything. I can take this Void Binding right now, which is awesome. I resin removal. I am going to Wicklash that same lady to get it up to snuff. This does, I know obviously I should have maybe molded first, but I'm gonna play a morsel in front, tank this whole round. He's gonna get blasted next turn, so I can just mold it next turn, and that's totally cool. Right. Cool. He goes down. Alright, Rector's gonna get obliterated, which is just fine. Let's see, 9, 15. So this is actually 18, 20, 33, 14 makes this 47, and then 26 is, wow, 73 exactly. So touch nothing is what you've told me. Huh. This is a good example of losing damage when I lose Rector. That 150 matters a lot. I do want to continue scaling the floor. Very important. I'm going to play Dregs, a Dreg mid. This will tank the next round, and Devourer and the second lady will be able to do some craziness. Yes. I'm going to take this morsel now. I may as well. It's a good morsel. It's a good hit. Yeah, it's a good hit. I would love to play these dregs, but I don't want to deal with the Emberdrain. I'm not really spending my Ember, though. And I have Excavated Embers coming up. Alright, so I'm going to play double dregs up top, actually. And we're going to be cool with that. Yeah. I want them out of the deck. It's fine. Yeah, they'll go top, of course, not a problem. It does look spooky, but I can just play a morsel to tank it. I do want to reform first onto Rector. Give Rector the damage shield, which matters. I now play Burnout Extender on the back lady. Let's see what I draw into. Oh, the resin removal hit is incredible. Alright, we do more void binding shenanigans, perils of production, resin removal. I'm playing a morsel up top because it kills the light wings. Right. Looks good so far. Let's see. Sorry, I had to take a quick drink of water. I'm a little parched here. I'm going to take this turn to get my 10 damage shield in. It's a really good turn for it. So we're going to do that. 10 damage shield. Feeling pretty good about that, huh? I can save 2 damage shield on Rector by drip falling this guy. Yep. Seems good. Cool. I think this is pretty clean. Yep, I think this is pretty good. I will probably just take this Void Binding. I will draw in a Resin Removal next turn. It's a really big damage boost, so... Order matters. Shade Splitter first to tank the round. Excellent. No good reforms right now. I actually can just Dripfall Seraph onto the floor? Yeah, actually, right? Yeah, we Dripfall Seraph onto the floor. He takes 165 up top, but takes 378 down here, which is just peachy. That's value, right? That's value. Cool. I can actually Ember remove the resin on this melee weakness, huh? That's awesome. I'm going to play Perils of Production first, and then remove it. Nice. I can daze the 14/3 here. Yep. I can reform something that's probably better than whatever I was about to play. The morsel, I guess. Pretty solid. I'm gonna start extending Rector's Burnout slightly. I guess I'll play a morsel mid. Sure. Seems good. This lady is just kind of doing cleanup duty. Totally cool with that. I actually can save even more damage shield by just drip falling the light wings here too, huh? Nice. I think we crush Patient here. Absolutely crush. With this kind of scaling, no problemo. Yeah, we win. Easy. I do think I'm getting chewed up a bit by this Lightwing. I can just hit end turn, but I think it's just going to be simply better if I don't. Yeah, easy, right? I'm adding damage shield, which totally hard counters him. Cool, so I saved Rector. He's my boy. He deserves it. Alright, take me away. Patient, you stood no chance. Cool. Alright, a nice and clean run here. Let's see what the Divinity has for us. I should be able to navigate this kind of similarly. It's even easier because I don't have to worry about melee weakness, huh? Yeah, I'm almost certain that I just play bottom still, and we're cool with that. Yeah. I will play this Void Binding here, and you might ask why I have to play these things. I'll kill the Dreg off. If I play the Void Binding, I clear out a lot more units. Yeah. I do eat this Emberdrain, but it's also cool. Like, I mean, maybe it's not cool, right? I don't get the other lady here. Maybe that was a bait. It might have been a bait. I don't know. We'll draw around pretty quickly, I think. Do see the resin removal, fortunately, which is good. I do Perils of Production first. Resin removal here. I want to... It's tough. I really want to play this Crushing Demise, but if I hit, I can play it on the next turn. There's no reason to do anything too crazy here. I'm going to play Shade Splitter here up top. Do I care about 4 damage to my Pyre? No, I don't. The bigger threat is this dude in the middle. So I'm going to just send the Crushing Demise here. Hit the worst one. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. I will clear the Spell Shield, but why? There's nothing I could hit that really matters. I'm just going to play this up top and kill that dude then. Fine. Not good. Okay, this is decent. We are playing another Void Binding here. Am I? I really need to play my other units. Yeah, I am. I'm going to put the Dreg in front here, because it chunks a lot. I think I need a Crushing Blow mid, huh? That's so value. What could I reform that answers anything? Nothing, really? Yeah, nothing really. Oh, I resin removal the redirectors thing, huh? It's pretty good. I guess there's a world where I drip fall the... I take an extra 6 here if I do this. Have I played into... I have played into... I said I didn't even finish that sentence. I've played into the Chain of Gems already. It's tough, right? I definitely made a mistake just slamming that first turn Void Binding. That first wave was much scarier. I was a little too excited. Now I'm on the back foot here. I need to redraw. I'm just going to daze this trample dude here. Oh, wow. That dude doesn't even die. Crazy. I'm definitely making a mistake if I play this other Void Binding. Like, this is value, but, like, no way is that correct. Just kill this Dreg. It's fine. I do eat big chunks here. This is due to my mistakes. Very bad calls. I just need to swing around. All right, we at least see this, which is fine. I'm gonna hit this excavated ember. All right, resin removal is fun. I need to swing around again. I always see a drip fall next turn. Right, because I draw 6 of these, so I either draw the drip fall or the excavated embers that draw into it. So that's good. Having the lady come in is good. That helps a ton. Huh. I could save Rector here with 8 damage shield. That does change this floor a bunch, huh? Yeah. There's no good reform on this turn. Yeah. I'm on the back foot here, and it just kind of sucks. I didn't realize that was killing me, huh? Well, we're re-rolling this, I guess. Did not realize that was going to kill me. I didn't do the math. All right, so that was a very clear mistake on my part. Very clear mistake of not identifying that I had to play my lady here. What a weird run. What was I thinking when I did that? I mean, the line is otherwise the same. You just don't play this Void Binding and your run doesn't suck. Like, seriously. If you want to put it on something, you put it on the front dude, right? Right? Because he takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he dies still. Like, this is correct. And we just accept this. That was a very silly thing. I almost let that go to a loss because I didn't actually notice the top floor. But I will replay this. I don't feel too terribly bad about it because I'm doing some weird stuff in the mod here. And I don't know. This run looks different if I play the base game, right? This run looks very different if I play in the base game. Also, that's obviously just me doing a terrible like decision on this Void Binding. What the hell? I basically was banking on, what, hitting Perils next turn? That's a 3 a.m. mistake if I've ever seen one. I don't want to talk about it. I was going to see if I could recover from it, but like, look how much easier this run gets if I can just play another lady here. Like, wow, look, we killed everything here, and then I play this one here, and look, she kills everything. What? It's like I know what I'm doing or something. It just changes this whole landscape of this run by being able to play your units, right? I can save a lot here by doing this. It's good. Yeah, that was obviously a mistake on my part. I don't know what to tell you. That's a late time kind of thing. This floor feels a lot better. I can still clear this. I will play the Perils here, I think. Yeah, we're going to do Perils first. I'm going to remove the spikes, which clears that back thing as well. And I'm going to take the Ember Cache here. And then I want to play a Morsel. I don't want to feed triggers here, so I'm not going to put... I'll put the Morsel in back, it's fine. Tank up here with some dregs, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, this wave is still kind of the spookier one, right? But we kill the dudes that really matter. Doing 342 here, which is excellent. I'm guaranteed to hit the resin removal next turn. Now I can do this stuff, right? I can now just slam this Void Binding and be fine with it because I'm always going to hit Excavated Embers and I don't need to play anything next turn. So it's just fine to do this. Just really bizarre that I run into this situation and I don't really think about it, huh? Just so strange. I haven't played a unit yet, so I can do the drag up front and be cool with it. What can I reform that matters? Nothing really. Yeah, nothing really. Just cool, fine by me. I just send this redirector down to the bottom. Oh, interesting, it applies spikes, huh? I didn't think that would happen, huh? I guess that makes sense. That makes some sense, actually. Huh. I need to save that for when Rector inevitably dies. I'll do this 14 in. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, that hurts a lot from the damage shield perspective, but otherwise doesn't change too terribly much. I have morsels, or I can reform something. This floor's looking bad, right? Which is probably my Prismal Dust turn. I actually just Drip Fall this dude, the 14x3 here, which saves that one. I want Rector to die is kind of the real problem here. I could save him and let him burn out. Kind of weird to think about. 1, 2. I want to save... How are you dying? Oh, you're dying to spikes, huh? That's not too bad, I suppose. Not too bad. This is an ugly number. It's 30. I don't mind. Again, because I played the first turn correctly, I don't have a million damage at this point. That's just... I'm throwing for content, I guess. Nothing really else to say about it. I want to tank this. So I'm going to play... not the molded. Oh my gosh. A Shade Splitter. And we do this up front. Saves a lot. I could still save him, but I don't think I want to. He has Trample, though. There's no reason to play the Shade Splitter mid. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I think I need to respect him a little bit, so I'm going to save this Crushing Demise here. I do redraw around, though, right? So I actually know I should. I'm going to play this Crushing Demise because I redraw, which is just handy. And I'm going to play the Resin Removal bottom, of course, because it means I don't have a million Emberdrain. Right. And I'll take this damage shield on the unit that really matters here. Cool. Cool, that's fine. Cool, so I have some stuff leaking. It's okay. Answers to problems, huh? Alright, so the one thing is I'm always reforming Rector here. Or is it Lady? She does more damage than Rector? Huh. Kind of a weird concept, right? I could play her top and she just does amazing work. It's interesting. I mean, these guys clobber that. I'm gonna play her top. Well, if I play... I think it is definitely top. I'm going to hit this Crushing Demise up here and see how I land. Okay, that's good. So if I do that, now I play her top. Let's be smart about this, huh? Morsel, I suppose? Well, no, I want the... I'll accept the Emberdrain because I want the damage shield on her. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Number thresholds here, right? 95. Thing has 140, so it's always 2 hits. I have next turn Resin Removal and everything's 0 cost. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do this up front. Still 2 hits. I can't change that, huh? It does get a number through at least. That's good. I'm going to send this Devourer of Death to his death. I don't think he's not doing it for me here. I guess I could have put him in front. It would have saved. Whatever, I can still do it. Cool. Neat. It saves the damage shield. Not great. Alright, so we Emberdrain here. Yep. To give us Ember. My Resin Removal. Good, that gives me my turns back. I need to Shade Splitter up top. The tank. Is this really happening? 80 damage coming through? Oh, it's this back dude, huh? I could send him down twice, right? This is 9, 14, 14, 14. I can't let him be up here. I have to drop him, and then we clear this floor. And now I have to drop another one of these. How much damage am I doing? I'm like exactly killing everything. Right? This is what? 123 by 3 is 369. And then 2 hits is 140. Gets the kill on this dude. Yeah, okay, fine. I do get an Ember Stasis next turn, which lets me kill the Reflector here. So I think the correct answer is definitely to send down this dude again. Yes, 120 is exactly right for this Reflector. Yeah, cool. I'm just going to keep buffing the back thing a little bit. Hit another important threshold or something. I'm actually just going to tank this, I think. Where's this 8 coming from? Oh, sweep. Right. Neat. So this damage shield does nothing, right? This thing does nothing. So I actually just tank it up here. Yeah, cool. All right, fine. Sure. Cool. Now, Vengeful Shard up top. Big value. She lives. Excellent. We swing around. Finally get to reform Rector here. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Turns this floor around a big amount. Awesome. She lives, which is perfect. I need to think about this dude. He's going up with 72 damage. I mean, if I could blast him here. I just blast him. He's a problem. We get rid of him. Cool. All right. Great news. Who knows what I'm drawing into, I suppose? Could be resin removal. Probably, I think it's always worth it to play this Void Binding now, though. We're attacking into spikes at least once. I could save a lot more HP by putting it in the front, huh? Yeah, I think this is correct. Saves a ton more. Fine. Alright, we're cruising. I think we're fine. This is another case where, you know, this was a very clear line to win if you don't just do something stupid on turn 1. Resin removal is nice. I like that. I'm going to play the Rage stack first, then the resin removal. And then I take a morsel. I never hit this last dude, do I? Huh? That's a little rough. Sad. Do I hit a threshold anywhere? Let's see. So this guy kills the front. Sure. Yeah, this guy kills the front. Of course. Now we have 180. 180 is always going to be 2 hits from this one. Yeah, it's just it. Then a 125 is coming through. That leaves this guy with 125 comes in, which leaves him at 165? Yeah, 165. Which is always 2 hits here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The numbers don't work out. I take a curse. Fine. I still tank here because it saves some numbers on him, which is fine. Put it in the back. Hold on to Crushing Demise, I suppose. Take a curse. Fine. I think we easily clobber this. Yeah, we do. I just Wicklash here to save Rector and kill the last man. Yeah, this run was much cleaner when you do it this way. Huh. Just want to play out the cards a little bit. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we get there. Pretend I never actually made that mistake. That is definitely a mistake from playing at like 3 a.m. So that's exciting. You'll love to see it. Throwing for content. All right. Thanks, Rector. Very cool. Let's see how she does. She does all right. She gets like a bunch. She gets a big chunk in. Otherwise, clean. Take no damage. The difference between playing smart and playing stupid. As soon as I played that Void Binding, I knew how dumb I was. I was like, oh wait, I can't play my units now. Wow. Tough. It's tough. Let's hit the run summary. All right, so ignoring my throw for content on the Divinity, which is tough. I wasn't even paying attention. That top floor almost killed me. I was like, you know what? I might let this lose, but then I thought to myself, I was like, man, that's so unsatisfying. I said this at the beginning of the series, right? I was like, okay, if I do something really stupid because I'm playing at 3 a.m., as you can see up in the top right there, then I'm just gonna reset the combat because it makes for a better makes for a better content, right? You get to see the combat and how I would play it out, and it's more informative. That is totally a me problem here. Just me making a throw. Awesome. You'd love to upload at least one of those in a while. So, geez, man, that's it's kind of annoying because I'm pretty sure the analogous train of thought had a restart here too. And that one was because I had a terrible unit though. So, whatever. No spoilers. Go watch that episode if you care. Anyway, this was a pretty straightforward run. There were some things in the mod that caused this to go a direction that I don't think I would have gone in the base game. Example, right? I would have seen perils instead of where is it? Ember Cache in that second draft in Ring 2, right? And I would never have taken perils there. Perils does not make sense on this run from that stage. I didn't realize at the time, of course, I wasn't seeing an offensive scaling plan, so of course I wouldn't take perils. There's no reason to. It's not good in this run. So I would have skipped perils, and without perils, I don't think I would have gone the direction I did with Void Binding here, especially because Void Binding being a rare completely changes the way that card draft works, right? Instead, you would have seen, what, Kindle in that card pack? And I would never have taken Kindle. So I wouldn't even have seen Void Binding. This run looks so much different in the mod than the base game, and it's a little deceptive, right? You would never run into this exact scenario. And the only reason I considered the void binding line here is because one, it showed up, and two, I even mentioned it when I saw it, right? There was the possibility of seeing a later perils of production, which I did see. So the flip here changes the entire way that I think about this. Very important. I think that's very interesting and very important to consider. So cool. The rest of the stuff's pretty straightforward. You have Rector, he has Burnout, he do big damage. Neat. You know, the Ember Stasis, I took it, I played through them, and it did a lot of value on the Divinity. It saved me a huge amount of damage. It was like 70 damage. Now that didn't matter because I ended up taking nothing on that run in the end, but it saved me like 70 damage, which is really important. Like, not even thinking about score, but just my comfort level for where we're at with that run. I could have leaked that last Shade Wings that was doing like 72 on its own, and I would have been fine with that because I had already not taken the 70 from the earlier Light Wings, right? So definitely a case where backline was not answered very well. Where is he? Devourer of Death. He's modded, and is the only reason I really took him here, but he didn't get a chance to pop off. I didn't go to a steel shop to find like Endless, and yeah, I just didn't do that. I didn't have the ability to. It didn't make sense at the time. I had to go dupe Lady again. So yeah, and it's fine. I mean, it worked out just fine. We just pretend that first reset never happened because that was me being mega dumb. Just being like, ho ho, I can kill enemies. Wow, what a bait. The other stuff that mattered, so many freezes. I had a lot of money on this run because of just finding a lot of money trials that I could reasonably take. So I had freezes everywhere. Everything else kind of just makes sense. Let's see, is there anything else modded here? The resin removal. This being permafrost out of the gate changes the entire landscape of this run. This is another reason why I could take Void Binding, right? If this was not permafrost by default in the mod, I would have been like, man, the lineup here is not worth it. It's not worth the money to buy the permafrost somewhere. I would not have gone these three cards. And just looking at the numbers, we would have still gotten there, right? We would have absolutely gotten there, but we would not have been drawing through these, and the whole run looks very different. Kind of interesting. Wicklash, an important take. It ended up being one of my only offensive scaling lines. I probably would have duped this if I hadn't seen Void Binding, right? Taken two ladies and then just duped the Wicklash at some point. Speed up my scaling some. Yeah. Yeah, so we get there. No problems. Nothing too crazy. Thanks, Rector. Very cool. And that's everything I've got for you. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I do really appreciate your time, especially if you kind of accept that I reset in these combats for the fact that I'm playing late and making obvious mistakes. As always, give the video a like or a dislike if you feel like it. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next, folks. Take care.